to the socks, arrow every day. If they haters, they gon' drink some haterade. I got power like I'm drinking Powerade. We got the check, so it's time to celebrate. Ay, I'm like, drop it like it's hot. Hey, mashed potatoes with the gravy up on top. I got two with me like a Pop-Tart.
What up, YouTube? It's your nigga Savage Little Biscuit. I'm back with another video. I'm about to react to top 10 scary TikTok videos that went viral. Let's go.
Take a closer look at some of the more popular scary TikToks to determine if they are real or fake, and try to explain where they all went wrong. Number 15. Most people know not to move after they've been in a wreck, but a TikToker named XOXO Kate is getting turned up in a car that's been turned upside down. Through a shattered windshield, you can see they've been struck and are now hanging suspended. I know that their adrenaline is high, and the video is definitely an original idea, but I feel like they could have had internal damage to their organs that they don't feel at the moment and could be making worse. Moving their head around with a concussion would likewise make the situation worse than it had to have been. Like I said, this video is interesting, and I'm glad they weren't thrown from the car, because the aftermath looks really serious, but I think the proper procedure would be not to move until an ambulance arrives. Number 14. A TikToker named Gallagher is from Jersey checks up on his child when he notices a second small head facing the opposite way and looking up. Its features vacant and half deformed. He rushes in the room with your baby. And in his
got ghosted out. You gotta get the fuck out there, bro. Get your baby out there. Oh shit, get your baby, bro.
I'll be you, son of a bitch. Which I'm not sure was the best approach to take, considering it had such easy access to his child. Look at this alleged ghost sighting again up close. It doesn't really look like a blanket or a toy to me, but I could be wrong.
He
never does show us the crib, but I guess he never figured out what it was, since he went ahead and uploaded this strange video for us to analyze. Number 13. A TikTok account called Parabros is investigating a creepy cemetery just as the sun starts to set. After doing a bit of searching, they stumble upon a marker that is old and beat up. One of the slats is turning outward to reveal a moderately sized hole. They curiously stick their camera up to it and find way more than they could have ever thought was possible. Look at this place. Man. Hey man, what's up? It's like, oh, yeah. What the? Dude. Can you see that? Almost. The hand itself has long gray fingers that don't look normal at all, especially with how dark they are around the cuticles and how bony they are at the knuckles. Either the Parabros set up a mock grave and put professional grade makeup on someone's hand, or this is some kind of crypt ghoul. Number 12. A TikToker named Ariana Alexis has a hidden talent that really should have remained hidden. Her eyes split to opposite sides in a way that only reptiles should be able to do. This migraine-inducing eye roll looks impossible, but is it? I was sure that this had to be special effects, but to be honest, nothing about it looks fake, and based on this other video, I think spreading her eyes apart may be the insane natural trait that I didn't know was possible. She appears to be in no pain, and I guess could have a super stretchy fiber optic nerve. Number 11. A TikToker named Sarimar Munez finds herself laid out across the floor in surprise at this ghost sighting, which she is about to point out in a moment. She is singing a musical when a small gray face pokes into the shot and then retreats. The way it moves on its way out looks better than most edited videos, so either she put a lot of effort into this one, or as much as I wish it wasn't, maybe it's real. Number 10. I thought all of the scary Alexa videos had been sorted out by Amazon, but according to a TikToker named the Jackie Cole, they've only just begun. She must want to see if Alexa still does that creepy laugh, because she asks it to repeat her own monotone laughter.
Alexa, Simon says ha 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 ha.
Alexa repeats the words back in a small voice that quickly becomes breathy and scary with gasping noises and a strange sentence at the end that kind of sounds like I am at the end. Let me know what you think it says.
Ha 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 ha.
programmed.
I've never
to
heard
do
a
that.
machine sound like this before, and I hope I never will for the rest of my life. If you happen to have an Alexa, I wouldn't recommend trying this out unless you want to hear a similarly scary reply. Number 9. A TikToker named Jayla has a strange and creepy window that she attributes to a helpful ghost.
Really want the window to open, Mr. Ghosty. Can you
That
keep
nigga
opening
hot.
it for me?
He want the window open. It's probably hot in the house.
A little bit more, please.
I feel like I'm missing some kind of obvious scientific explanation as to how this window is able to do this by itself. It would be weird enough for a window to go down on its own, but one going up is just a whole other level of bizarre. She seems way too calm for it to be a spirit, but maybe she is used to its presence by now. If not, what else could it be? Number 8. A TikToker named Presley Belshare is making a video when her closet door opens from the inside. Coincidentally, it happens to be at the exact moment the male backup vocals kick in during the song, which unfortunately I don't think I can play in this video. Presley Belshare says that she did not plan this video at all. I probably believe her because when the door opens, it looks like a white flash of light comes from within the closet if you look close enough. Let me know if you think I'm way off base, or if you think you can see it too. Number 7. A TikToker named Heck Aiden is dancing in her room, with the door closed when it somehow pushes open by itself, and no one steps in. Like I said, the door looks fully closed, and there's no visible gaps in the doorway to indicate that it was partially left open as part of a skit. The doorknob doesn't seem to turn either, so as far as I'm concerned, there should be no way for it to open like that. Heck Aiden tries to play it off and finishes her video, but the more she reflects on it, the more she seems convinced that this was a ghost after all. Number 6. A TikToker named Gordon Black has a car garage security cam video that makes no sense unless you believe in the supernatural. These rooms are directly connected. The door opens with no one in either. It's the type of door that requires a fair amount of weight on the bar to push it open, so somebody absolutely should have been visible at some point. And this video, taken in the same room, shows a dark, somewhat human-like impression making its way to the door, and then it goes away. It's not easy to see, and took me a couple of tries. I will admit that the second video could be editing, but when you put both of these incidents together, it's safe to say that this garage is most likely haunted. Number 5. A TikToker paranormal team called Zodiac Supernatural is in the middle of the woods when this wild noise rips through an otherwise still night. Tell me if you can identify this creature, because it sounds massive and furious. Really cold to be seen. I can't tell if it's being devoured, letting out a warning call, or just going crazy at their camera lights. I'm surprised that everyone doesn't immediately run away, which makes me wonder if they actually had some idea of what it was and possibly weren't telling us. So it's really cold to be seen.
I don't know what the fuck that is, nigga.
Number 4. A TikToker named Rosie43201 says that this curtain started moving by itself while she was all alone. Since her cats are not close by and the air conditioner isn't on, the only explanation I have is that there's somehow a draft coming in through the window. If that's not the case, then I have no idea what could be moving this, and if she doesn't feel alone like she claims, then I'd say there's a strong chance that this is a real ghost. Number 3. A TikToker account called the Rodriguez Twins is trying to convince his sister to drink a whole bottle of hot sauce when she shifts her weight a bit and makes the bear fall over.
Oh, the bear just moved.
At least that's what I thought happened, but apparently this stuffed animal can do a lot more than fall over. When the person recording first walks in, it looks like nobody else is in the room, but he and his sister.
Alright, bottle of hot sauce, or say something embarrassing.
So if they pull this string to make the bear move, then I don't know who could have been holding it. Number 2. A TikToker named Sydney Carpenter is convinced that her Snapchat filter is detecting not one, but 2 nearby faces. I don't think anything on this table or wall looks like a face, so I don't think it's a glitch. She tells it to stick its tongue out if it can hear her, and it does after a moment's hesitation. I don't think it's a coincidence, but watch this part for yourself and tell me.
Stick your tongues out if you can see me. Do it, babe. Yo, there's 2 of them.
Later on, it appears in a totally different place than last time. Like before, the Dalmatian appears to give the answer that yes, it is in fact up to no good.
Are you good? Are you bad?
She starts speaking to the remaining dog, and upon being asked if it was good, it disappears instantly.
Are you good? It disappeared.
Which I guess stands for no. There's just way too many strange interactions like this one that makes sense for me to ignore. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills, and if you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. I recently released the number 15 mixtape, but I don't think you should follow these instructions to check it out. It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person, so if you're generous enough to hit the subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. Also, don't forget I upload a new video here on YouTube every Thursday and Saturday. Number 1.
I knew it was gonna show a fucking ad.
A TikToker named Erica R 1971 captures this full moon footage of a potential ghost sighting shortly after her father passes away. Knowing if this was a motion activated camera or not would have been a big help determining if this was a real sighting or just a glitch. If the camera really does turn on by itself like I think it does, coupled with the recent passing of her father, then I'd say this is almost definitely real.